They called them criminals, but history remembers them as something else. The Petticoat Bank Robbers were never in it for the money. Subscribe for more. In the late 1800s, on the wide and wind-carved plains of western Kansas, two neighboring farm widows found themselves fighting to hold on to the little they had left. Life on the prairie was never easy. Drought, dust, and hard winters tested everyone. But what threatened these women was not weather or failing crops. It was the local banker, a man known quietly among townsfolk for twisting loan terms and raising interest after agreements had already been signed. Families who missed a single payment found themselves facing foreclosure. Barns, cattle, land, all taken without mercy. The two women watched year after year as their neighbors lost everything, and they saw the banker's eyes beginning to settle on their land next. One of the women had once worked as a bookkeeper. She understood numbers in a way the banker didn't expect. While the outside world believed these widows were powerless, they were carefully gathering proof: receipts, interest slips, ledger notations, and contract copies saved inside a tin bread box. When they completed the calculations, the truth became undeniable. The banker had charged them, and many others, interest far beyond what was legal. If they took him to court, he would win. If they did nothing, they would lose their farms. So they agreed on another path. They would take back only what had been unfairly taken. One quiet afternoon, the two women walked to the bank. They wore their everyday work dresses and long coats, the same simple clothing they had worn to tend crops that morning. Inside, the air smelled of paper and dust. The banker barely looked up when they asked to review their loan ledger. But when he stepped into the vault room to retrieve it, they followed. Inside, records lined the shelves, neat and accusing. They didn't shout. They didn't threaten. They simply handed him the ledger and told him what they knew. His face went pale. He demanded they leave. They didn't. They counted out the exact amount of money he had illegally charged them. Not a dollar more. When the women left the bank, there was no chase, no alarm, no witness stepped forward. And the next morning, quiet envelopes appeared on doorsteps across the county. Each one contained money returned to families who had lost hope of ever seeing justice. People opened the envelopes and wept, not because the amount was large, but because someone had finally stood up. Not with guns, not with violence, but with precision and courage. The banker threatened to press charges, but to do so, he would need to prove the money was his, meaning he would have to reveal his illegal schemes in open court. He stayed silent. Within a year, his bank folded. The widows kept their farms, their neighbors rebuilt,